everybody, it's Kat from the Physical Evolution and welcome to your Monday Makeover. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about physical activity. So not necessarily exercise, but actually just movement of your body in general. I think when people talk about fitness and exercise, it labels it in a way that actually has negative connotations for a lot of people. But when you talk about physical activity, it's literally just natural movement of your body, and that is something that you were born to do. It's something that a lot of us don't do enough of because of the way that we live our lives now. We're all sitting behind desks, we have jobs where we don't actually have to move around, where we're not active, where we're completely sedentary. So we have to consciously add physical activity into our day. And I think a lot of people battle with that because it's labeled as gym or exercise or fitness, and some people feel like they don't belong in that world, or they cannot prescribe to that way of thinking and that way of living. But it's really not true, and it's essential that people actually overcome that boundary, because I'm going to get a little bit real here for a second. Of all the chronic diseases that exist in this world, cancer, diabetes, hypertension, which is high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, which is heart attacks, heart disease, stroke, all of that sort of thing, even your own mental well-being, depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, all of that sort of thing. Exercise has been proven to be a preventative measure for all of those chronic diseases. So it lessens your risk of actually contracting chronic life-threatening diseases. So that is the short and skinny of it. If you are not exercising, it's actually to your detriment in terms of the longevity of your life and in terms of your own personal health and well-being. And I know that people say this all the time, but it doesn't actually hit home for me until I hear that, okay, if I'm not exercising, I have a higher risk of getting cancer. If I'm not exercising, I am at a greater risk of getting diabetes, of getting a disease that can kill me. That's basically the truth of it all. And what I try and do is inspire people to add physical activity into their day so that it's a natural thing, so that it's not something that's forced. So it's not like got to go to gym kind of thing, It's like, it's actually just a part of who you are. And physical activity can be as simple as, we've all read it in probably every Cosmopolitan article about how to get fit for summer. Park your car further away from the shopping center so that you have to walk a bit further, take the stairs instead of the elevator, that sort of thing. In my mind, it's going for a walk with my family, taking my boy to the park, It's dancing, like putting music on whilst I'm making dinner in the kitchen and playing my favorite tunes so that my body cannot help but actually move and get going with the music. Just doing things that you actually really enjoy, but that are physical, so that you're moving your body and that you are actually exercising without knowing that you're exercising. Could be the equivalent of going for a walk or doing some intense gardening. Gardening is counted as exercise. Sex is counted as exercise if you're working up a sweat, and it's quite extensive. Lucky you if it is. So what I try and encourage people to do is to just try and add a little bit more to your day. So if you have been sitting behind your desk all day, go for a walk, even if it's for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is better than nothing. And some people feel that okay, well, if I can't do a whole workout, then there's no point in doing that. False. Do what you can, even if it's a tiny little increment that increases with each day that goes past. If you can only start with 10 minutes, then start with 10 minutes. And then try and increase it a little bit the next day, and so on and so forth. It's got to be something that you enjoy. It's got to be something that you want to commit to for you, because it has to be a lifelong commitment. It has to be something that you're going to continue with until whenever, however long you live. So make it enjoyable, try and have a little fun with it. That's why I always say to people, just take what it is that you love and turn it into a physical activity and just have fun while doing it. Because then it's going to be so much easier for you to commit to. I am starting a squat and plank and push-up challenge tomorrow from the beginning of September. I'm not sure how long we're going to run it, probably for the month of September, maybe a little bit longer. But the idea is to do either 50 or 100 squats a day, 20 push-ups or assisted push-ups, that's with your knees on the ground, and a 30-second plank. And to try and just get that in daily, that is going to be less than 10 minutes of physical activity per day. But the results that you're going to experience from that are phenomenal. And if you're someone that hasn't been exercising up until now, that is an amazing place to start. And it will really give you a sense of satisfaction knowing that you've accomplished it, especially if you can do it for the full 30 days in a row. Added to that, we've got an amazing community of women and men supporting this initiative, and I know there's a lot of ladies on board already. It's going to be fun. It's going to be something to commit to, something to set a goal for, and hopefully in doing so, after the end of the challenge, you'll actually feel like, okay, cool, I've got muscles, I've maybe lost a little bit of weight, I've tightened up in a few areas, I want to continue. And then you will find different ways of taking your physical activity to the next level. So I hope that this spring challenge, the squat, push-up, plank challenge is going to help you. If you've been struggling to become physically active, then I hope that you're going to join us. Find us on Instagram and Facebook and get involved and see if you can commit to doing squats, planks and push-ups until the end of September at least. And then see where that leaves you, and hopefully it'll inspire you to want to make physical activity a part of your everyday life. I hope so. I will see you next week, and I'll see you on Instagram and Facebook if you come and join us for the challenge. Until then, take care.